And of course, now they have the drones to do that. Even if the military knew what was in the canisters on the helicopters or drones, now it doesn't matter because they'll just have the drones do it. And, this is the type of stuff I'm concerned about, not somebody who might blow up an airplane, every 5 years. Okay, it's scary, it's in movies, they teach me to be scared of it. No, I'm scared of stuff that, I saw an article a few years ago, it was at Washington Post, where they admitted a weaponized bird flu of this type is estimated to kill between, they don't know how bad it would get, 500 and 3 billion people. I don't know, 500 million or 3 billion people. 500 million sounds pretty bad. But you see, is there a group who has been caught in the past who we might worry about releasing something like this? Yes, the global elite that we have running things are a group of people who have been caught over and over again saying they want to reduce world population, saying that they want to do this, and then reemerge from their bunkers with some heavenly new future world without the general ugly public, as they call us. And they're putting big seed vaults underground. They're big DNA vaults of every animal species underground on record. I talked about it 10 years ago and, be called a crazy kook. Now it's just mainstream news. So they're obviously getting ready and considering releasing this. So I can joke around, I can make jokes, I can say, let's get ready to rumble. A lot of that is gallows humor. I'm sorry this is the reality, but it's a fact. And they're clearly proliferating the ingredients and the recipes for this so that when it gets leaked out, they can blame it on research scientists or whatever for the official histories after our population is reduced. And I have to tell you, there is a strong chance, I can't put a number on it, but it is strongly being considered and pre-programmed and pre-tested and beta-tested and rolled out, and the public's being conditioned for a post-human world, a post-civilization world. We're being told how beautiful and wonderful it'll be on Discovery Channel and History Channel, and at grocery stores I go to for 2 years, there's little end caps about the world after humans and magazines and DVDs and books on tape, and oh, it's going to be so cool when we're all dead. So we're just being taught how wonderful it is, and they're building bunkers and building seed vaults, and the elite are all racing to island redoubts with bunkers. I don't know if they're planning to release it. They talk about how they may. Dick Cheney writes about race-specific bioweapons in the September 20th, 2000 PNAC documents. But I think this is a bigger issue than giving up all our rights because Al-Qaeda is so scary. We'll be right back from Orlando. Stay with us. Yeah. We are back live here in Orlando, where I'm getting ready to speak to a capacity crowd of over 1,000 people. Thank you for coming out. You're awesome. God bless you. Okay, buddy, you're the host of Free Radicals. Tell folks about the work you're doing and what you think of the Liberty Movement.
Yes, sir. My name's John Kurtz. I'm the host of Free Radical Radio on the Big 8 10 a.m. Monday through Friday, 7 to 8. FreeRadicalOrlando.com is the website. And I'm more of an activist. I consider myself an activist who just happens to have a radio show at the moment because I just found this radio show because I found myself getting arrested too much doing other types of activism. I got upset with the police brutality happening in Orlando, so I founded a group called Orlando Cop Watch, OrlandoCopWatch.com, where we go out and film police brutality. During one such incident, I was arrested, and they threw me in a cage for a while, so I gave that up. I did a lot of jury outreach, letting people know they had the right, people on a jury have the right to vote people not guilty if they disagree with the law. And some of my good friends got thrown in the cage for 150 days for doing that kind of outreach. So I decided I was having a family and everything was happening. I need to change directions. So I got the radio show Free Radical Radio, and we talk about liberty issues, local liberty issues, the criminality and stupidity of government. And some of my show prep comes right from your website, Infowars.com.
Well, I'll tell you what's beautiful. I'll tell you what's beautiful about what you're doing is you were having your First Amendment violated, and so you took action. You upped your activism by getting on the air, and that's what everybody should do, and that's what the globalists can't stand. If everybody starts a YouTube channel or gets a local radio show, it's not as hard as you think to get on local radio if you've got passion and talent. I mean, I'm just another average person that got tired of tyranny and took action as well. Tell folks about some of the stuff that's happened here locally to your First Amendment.
Yeah, here locally, for example, at the Orange County Courthouse, Judge Belvin Perry will stick you in a cage for 150 days if you hand out information regarding jury's rights. No jury, no trial, no nothing. Judge Perry will stick you in a cage for 150 days.
Sounds like he thinks he's God.
He does think he's God. You know, this is a guy who he stuck Julian Heiklin in the cage. Well, Julian Heiklin is a great activist, and he actually was on the front lines of the civil rights movement. If Julian Heiklin hadn't done what he'd done, Judge Perry might not be a judge right now. So it's ridiculous. For example, you're not allowed to feed homeless people in Orlando. They throw you in a cage for that.
Yeah, we've all seen those incredible videos. But again, this is tyranny when a judge says you can't give people jury nullification. By the way, we give a packet of that away with every order we have. That's our citizen rule book. That you judge the law as well as the facts.
Absolutely.
I mean, that's what juries are supposed to do. It's like northern juries who wouldn't put people that protected folks. I know, because we're doing the radio show, folks, and some of this wasn't hooked up right. We're barely on air right now, okay? Now listen, going back to the crowd can't hear us because I'm having to just move microphones back and forth here. The point is that they had people who protected black slaves who were running away, and northern juries would let the people off even though there were northern laws against helping people, because it's bull. Laws that are unconstitutional and unconscionable are bull. That's what the Declaration of Independence says. We're done playing games. Who is this tyrant judge?
That's Chief Judge Belvin Perry. Many people may know him as the Casey Anthony judge. He's the Chief Judge of Orange and Osceola counties, and yeah, he wrote a executive or a judicial order that said you cannot, there is no First Amendment at the courthouse. I will stick you in a cage for 150 days, no jury, no trial, no nothing. You're going to a cage.
Because he's God. And we've got to let all these petty dictators know they are not our gods.
Yeah, absolutely. Judge Perry, by the way, is up for re-election, so get out there. Don't let this guy be a judge any longer. He's
and there's
a tyrant.
Judicial tyrants all over the place.
Absolutely. For example, also here, I was arrested for filming a police officer. The police officer lied, said I assaulted him, stole my camera, destroyed the evidence, and they stuck me in a cage for 30 days.
Well, that's happening all over the place now when another camera tapes it, like when they shot the guy in the back in handcuffs and said he was attacking him, but right. Somebody else had videotaped it. That's why they're trying to put people in jail for life now. All right, man. Right. Thanks for talking to us.
Thank you.
Yeah, the system is now trying to put people in jail for life. For life. All right, let's kill this other mic now, okay? Let's kill this one. Or I can just get on every one of the microphones here. We can do this. Yeah. All right, man. It is fun being on the road. This is basically like our beta test here, ladies and gentlemen. And I want to say great job to my crew. Great job to 810, the big 810 when we're number one, noon to 3 p.m. Eastern, 11 to 2 Central here in town. Again, I just want to say great job to all of you, because you are here because you're tired of the tyranny, you're not the system's slave, and you're standing up and saying, we don't have a First Amendment or property rights or a Second Amendment because you give us permission. We got it because it was earned with blood, and it's ours. And anybody that says it isn't our right is a tyrant of the worst order. That means a government criminal thug. They're trying to dominate you. And all over this country, I've seen them try to put people in prison for life in Illinois. That's right. In fact, what was the guy's first name? Something Allison. Guys, look that up. Illinois man faces life in prison for filming police. Look that up and give me Allison's first name. I keep forgetting it. It's driving me crazy. It's like a splinter in my brain. And the state came down to the county and did an amicus brief saying, yes, we want life in prison for him, taping police towing cars from his house. Okay, it's not wiretapping to tape the police, and it's not anti-police. Police, you are Americans too. You have a Bill of Rights and Constitution. They're there for a reason. They're there to protect your rights and your future as well. All of these cop shows, all these movies I see now, because I monitor it, the Constitution is the enemy, and the good guy cops talk bad about the Constitution. Ladies and gentlemen, they're trying to turn us against each other. And police, You're the one cramming cameras down our throats all the time in public, saying no perception of privacy, and that's true. Then don't put people in jail and try to have kept juries put people in prison for simply exercising their First Amendment. This country is turning into a fascist police state, as I have said for years, and now as Ron Paul has said. And we've got to reach out to the military and the police, who are Americans as well, who are starting to wake up, because they will be the instruments, just like they've been in every other tyranny, against the people. They are the groups that the New World Order plans to use against the population. So we've got to reach out to them, and we've got to work hard while the internet is still free and open to keep it free and open, and we've got to use it now, because they could shut it down with a fake cyber attack or other system. We have got to work now. Just the 1,100 people or so that are here tonight, I can go anywhere in the country and get 1,000, 2,000 people out. That's because, ladies and gentlemen, liberty is popular, and we are the majority, and we have right on our side, and the hoax that is the New World Order is coming down. So I salute all of you for being out here this evening, and I salute Carl, the program director and station manager here, Carl Como. I salute all the talk show hosts and people involved. I've been on a lot of their shows. Great people, Doc Holliday, the Free Radicals folks, everybody. And I salute great local talk show hosts on local AM and FMs across this country, because more and more I'm hearing the message of liberty and awakening and sophisticated political thought that transcends left-right paradigm and gets down to right and wrong, liberty versus tyranny, freedom versus slavery, and we've got to simply put that choice out, and the people will choose liberty every single time. But the battle is on now. The war is on now. For radio listeners, that's about it. We're about to go out and end the show, but I'll be back Tuesday live. Mike Adams, the incredible talk show host, and of course, head of naturalnews.com, will be filling in tomorrow with a big guest lineup, 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. Central. And I'll be calling in, of course, and shooting video reports from the road that they're going to be playing. I'll be back Tuesday and Wednesday, and then back in Austin, Texas. So that's basically it for this edition. I want to let you guys take us out as we get ready to show the film and give a speech, and I'll have a question and answer. The listeners of Big 810 and others and Infowars.com, I salute you. Yeah, yeah. Retransmission starts now. Infowars.com. The ball is in your court.